Hi, Theo here from ElectroFX. I haven't made a blog video for a while and I wanted to get a quick one in. I've been focusing on my VIP members in the VIP section, so I'm sure you'll understand this is just a hobby, the website. I will try and be a little more frequent with the videos in the new year though. I want to start showing you guys how repetitive and simple trading can be. This is also a sneak peek of the VIP section, the way we trade. This is called WaveFX. It's a charting method that I developed after many years, and I've eliminated time and I'm just sticking to price. So these are timeless charts. They have nothing to do with time, everything to do with price, and I'm looking at price on 3 levels. This is the main levels over a month of history up here, and I like to look at how the relative waves on this chart are moving. Just like once we zoom in one notch, I'm looking at a slightly tighter relative wave scale to judge what's happening here. This chart I'm just using for fast entries. Just want to get in a little tighter, reduce my stop loss and increase my take profit. Clearly beneficial for your risk reward. And in this particular trade we're looking at an EU sell that happened yesterday. Up here on the main chart, on the longer term history, we have a very much defined downtrend, and we're making lower lows and lower highs, and on this last wave of movement down we paused in the middle here and we created this area of resistance, which gets defined for you by this khaki box, which is an indicator on the chart. And once we come back into this box, we are going to want to confirm that this area of resistance is holding so we can get into the sell, and then we can use the top of that box for our stop loss. So before we even enter a trade, we're going to know where we're entering and what our risk is going to be. We're also going to be able to judge what kind of reward we can expect and make sure that we're happy with that. So as we zoom in one notch on this chart, we can see that same box here defined on this chart, and we've come up into that box. You can see that on the relative scale of movement here we're actually fighting this medium trend, but we are fully backed up by the overall trend. So moving over to the fast entry chart, we're going to monitor and see if the resistance box is going to hold, and if it's going to hold, then we're going to jump in. So over here you can see a new box created basically, and then retested and confirmed, and this is a specific entry trigger that I teach that confirms the double tap of this area, which on the bigger scale is also a double tap. So it's the double tap of the double tap, and a very, very solid trade. So the trade was entered here. If you were a little bit late to the party, then I have another trigger which could have been taken as the break of that low on the purple line here. Alright, so there's 2 ways into the trade always on each chart even, but we're going to focus on the fast entry because we want small stop loss. So this is the first entry, this would be the second entry. Looking over at the medium term chart, this is the only wave scale that we're fighting, and we need to look out for obstacles so we can judge our break-even point and what kind of reward we can shoot for. So this area here was acting as resistance, and it could very well act as support. So once we arrive at this area, I want to move my stop loss to break even, and once we come down to the next obstacle, which is this area, I'm just going to take my profit. As you can see, it's a 1 to 2 risk reward. We're risking about half of what we're shooting for, so it's a very good trade. All systems go. Fast forward a little bit for you there. Everything moving as I would like, and it was actually time for me to leave the charts anyway. So I set up the management of this trade using the trade manager that I provide to all my VIP members on the VPS private server that I also provide to all my VIP members, and I didn't need to be at the charts and monitor this or do anything at all. Here is in the morning, checking in. You can see that we went to break even okay, we made our take profit. My trade manager also would have trailed the stop on each of the purple pullbacks just to make sure that we're securing profit even if it doesn't reach the take profit marker. And all is well on this trade here, very successful. As you can see, without me pointing out, we're now entering a double tap on this scale, which was setting up the buy trigger, which was right there. But that's a separate trade. I'm not going to point them all out. There's plenty of trades on here. Usually every day you're going to get a trade, and it's all very repetitive and very mechanical. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will try and get some more done as soon as I can.